Hello and welcome to another edition of All About Apps from the Cleveroad studio. Do you know what Instagram, Dropbox, Uber and Twitter apps have in common? They were all built using the same approach. Let's face it, building a mobile app is a risky and expensive business. You're never quite sure whether your product will satisfy your customers and meet your business needs or not. The only way to know for sure is to release your product as soon as possible. Create an app that provides enough benefits to its users so that they keep it long enough on their devices to let you validate the app's efficiency. This is known as the MVP approach. MVP stands for a minimum viable product, a version of a new product which allows you to collect the maximum amount of validated information. In the early stages, you start with an app that has a minimum number of features in order to satisfy your customer. Therefore, you minimize its development time and cost and maximizes the learning potential. When you launch an MVP, it may result in one of two possible outcomes. Your product succeeds or fails. If you're lucky enough to experience the first outcome, you can move ahead following your business strategy by adding functionality to your software. If your MVP fails, there is also a positive side. You haven't invested huge amounts of time and money in a fully functional product. In terms of app creation, putting all your eggs in one basket is risky. Right, let's determine the main objectives of creating an MVP. Test the hypotheses of the product at the lowest possible cost. Gather vital information from the product users. Save development time. Deliver an app which solves at least one type of user's problem quickly. The core principle of a successful MVP building is to keep a balance between usability and efficiency. It takes 4 major steps to build an MVP: research, design, development, and validation. The first step is research. You need to define the must-have features of your app. So, start with analysing the target audience and the problems your app will solve. Next, design. If you think design is not important, think again. Even from the earliest stages, an attractive look is the key to winning users' attention and respect. A plain design may leave your product unnoticed. When you get to development, don't forget that workability, value and usability in a minimum viable product are as important as the final product. In general, MVP development is so-called build, measure, learn loop. You build a product, measure how customers respond to it and learn. Analyze your product, the feedback and metrics to figure out if you need to change course or continue on as planned. Finally, validation. MVP management greatly depends on public opinion, so the validation process is very important. Don't neglect testing your thoughts and ideas on actual customers. You can conduct early customer surveys in various ways, in person, using blogs, by email, that sort of thing. But try to be flexible to the customer schedule. By the way, customers will obviously have questions about your app, so consider the launching of a landing page along with the app. The landing page is the first page your potential customer visits when they are ready to adopt your product. And whatever you do, don't forget to add a button or link to your services or sales webpage from the landing page. You can also collect visitor analytics using some special tools. But how to get noticed from the start, you may ask? There are a few platforms for running MVP tests like Kickstarter and Product Hunt. Featuring on such platforms gives you access to a group of new product hungry early adopters. So, if you want to know whether your idea is worth all the time, money and effort that you are planning to invest, then MVP building could be the right solution for you. Why not give it a try? Well, that's all the time we have for today. If you want to read the full article, then go visit the blog page of the Cleveroad website. See you again soon on All About Apps.